Okay, and now this is a 9/11 conspiracy theory. Well, first of all, is that the ones responsible for 9/11 is OPEC, and in consortium with the Bush the father, Bush the son, and Dick Cheney, the vice president of America. And so it was an inside job. And the reason why was 9/11, why did they do 9/11? It's very simple. Because they were protecting their monetary interests in the oil industry. That's why OPEC is responsible, the Organization of Oil Producing Countries. You need to understand that the reason we went to war against Iraq and is thus the reason we needed an excuse to fight Saddam Hussein. And that's the reason why these towers came down in New York, as well as the strike in the Pentagon, is because we need an excuse to go to war against Saddam Hussein. Why did we want to go to war against Saddam Hussein? Because Saddam Hussein was selling oil below the prices of OPEC. See, all the oil-producing countries in the Middle East and some in America have an agreement, a unilateral agreement to fix the price of oil. So the price of oil is not a marketable price, but it's just, OPEC unilaterally says that the price of oil is going to be $40 a barrel, $70 a barrel, whatever they want. That's what it is. And this comes from King Faisal, Saudi Arabia, a prince that he said he was going to raise the price of oil from 20 cents to $30 a barrel. So we went to war against Saddam Hussein because Saddam Hussein was selling oil to Russia underneath that price for $2, $3, and $5 a barrel. So you see, that was hurting the pockets of oil-producing countries like Middle East, Saudi Arabia, and Cheney, and the Bushes as well. Because Cheney, Vice President of America, he was a member of the board of Halliburton, and Halliburton was a company whose tasks were to help in the exploitation of oil and in the transportation of oil, in the protection of oil. And that's one of the many multinational corporations in charge of the oil industry, it generates a lot of money, a lot of revenue, a lot of political power. And Saddam Hussein had broken the laws, their rules. So he was helping Russia, and then we had a lot of multi-millionaires being born in the old USSR thanks to Saddam Hussein, because he was making them all rich because of all the oil that he was selling to them, and in turn the Russians were selling it to Europe under OPEC prices. So the Saudis got very pissed at them, at Saddam Hussein, and they asked for the help of Cheney and Bush, which have always helped them because they are part of the oil industry. They also make, for every dollar that the Arabs make in profit, the United States, the presidency of the United States, Bush, the father, son, Cheney, the Holy Spirit, they make also a dollar, so they make a lot of money. So, that's the reason why September 11 was perpetrated, to give us an excuse to go to war against them, against Saddam Hussein, because he was selling oil underneath OPEC prices. So it was just because of money. And yes, Dick Cheney and W, they are, genocides and guilty of mass murder and of using the United States armed forces to their own benefit, which in theory, the United States armed forces are there to serve the people of the United States of America and not the private interests of the politician that manages to kidnap the White House. But are they really kidnapping the White House? Or was JFK, John F. Kennedy, correct when he talked about the industrial military complex and that secret organization that is in charge of it all. Yes, and it's the Freemasons, and the Freemasons, it's at the head of Freemasonry you have the British Queen and the Saudi monarchies. The Jews have nothing to do here. Okay? Jews are Catholics. We are innocent. We have been victims all along since World War II and before World War II of the persecution of Muslim monarchies and British monarchies. But that's another story. That's another conspiracy theory, which is called the Jalta conspiracy theory. And this is a vaccine.